So here we are live once again. Good evening, folks. Mobile Geezer here. And I actually remembered to make sure I was live this time. So I'm getting better at that. Anyway, welcome to Friday Night Tech Talk. We've got some of our regulars in here already. Brian was the first one in. I was very glad to see him in here. He was in here at 7:15, so he was really early. I said, glad that you're back. He said New York wasn't crippled by rain today. So I guess the flooding is over, thank God. And of course, as kind as he always contributes to getting some tech for this channel. Very, very faithful. Right after him, Eleanor got in here at 7:36. And she's off tomorrow, I'm glad, so she can get some rest. And here's Days One. Got in here right on time. I mean, he's on the nose, 8 o'clock. Days, glad to have you here, brother. Glad you're with us. If you're new here, please say something in the comments and let us know where you're watching from. As every week, I am on YouTube and both of my Facebook IDs simultaneously, Mobile Geezer or George Hayes, so you can see me live on any of the three. And if you're here for the first time, welcome, and please join us every week at this time. We discuss some of the tech news from last Friday to this Friday, and every week I put the show notes on my website. Anyway, let me take a look at some of these comments first. What up, Days? Thoughts on Google upgrading to 7 years of OS updates? Well, I was working today, but when I'm working for Enterprise, sometimes I'm sitting in the back of the van being driven around to go pick up a car somewhere, so I get a chance to watch some videos. I did see a video from MKBHD today called Do You Trust Google? And of course, he's going over all the stuff that's been canceled. And do you think they're going to be here in 7 years? Will the Pixel phones still be around? Will they kill them off? He went over a bunch of the things that have been killed off just recently. And he had signed up, I forgot all about a couple of years ago, I guess. He had signed up for a Google, to have his show hosted on Google servers. I can't remember the name of it. But I think he said he finally signed up for it, moved all his stuff for his show over there, and 2 weeks later they canceled it and they put it back to where he had come from. So he was asking, do you trust Google to give us these 7 years of updates? Then I watched Tech Odyssey, and he had the same attitude, but he made some good points. He said, how many people keep a phone 7 years? And if you have to, does anybody keep a phone that long? I doubt it. And he said, 7 years from now, are you still going to want to be using that phone? Will the phone still be usable? And again, very good point. So I think in both cases, they're making the point that, Google is saying 7 years of updates, and it sounds real good, but is it practical? And I think Tech Odyssey made the stronger point. Is it practical to think that they'll be given 7 years of updates? No, of course it's not practical. So that's pretty much, I agree with both of them. And so I don't think we're going to be getting any 7 years. Let's see. Brian says, I don't trust it. Well, it sounds like nobody trusts it. It's Google. Google cancels things too much. Tech for you, Charlotte, North Carolina. Oh, glad to have you here. And please join us every week. If you enjoy the show, give us a thumbs up on YouTube, please. And Will, I sent the link out to you. Let me go. Oh, Will wants to join. I'll resend it. Let me go back and resend it. Just to be sure, I sent the link out to you, Will, at going into my mail. I sent the link out at 7:47, so you should have had it, but I will send it again just to make sure if you're going to join. Because we're always very grateful when you join. So we copy that link, and I'm going to send a new one to Will. And hopefully he'll get in here and join us. Now, let's see, I've got iCloud and I've got the Gmail. Which one did I send it to? Let's take a look. I sent it to the iCloud one. All right, I'm going to send it to the other one then this time, all right? So here's the Gmail one. Maybe I'm sending to the wrong one. Is that the problem? Okay. Here's the link. Paste it in. Okay, Will, you should have it. So I hope you've got it. I didn't realize that I was looking at two different email links. Brian said, just mulling on the Pixel 8 is worth it. Yeah, I don't think I'll be getting any of it, but we'll be going over the event anyway. And I think we've got Will in here. Are you here with us? There you are. Okay. Brian says, "What's up?" I think
George,
Elmo
what's
said,
going on? You didn't send me no link.
I sent a link. The first one went to your iCloud. The second one went to your.
Yeah, I still got both emails, but I think you
I send it to the same one I send it to every week.
I don't know.
Because I send it to you. I always send it to Mike, you, and Ted together.
What I got was the show notes. I didn't get a link.
No, you should have gotten the link. The link said what I always said. It said StreamYard link at 7:47 and went to Mike, you, and Ted. And that went to your iCloud. This one I sent to your Gmail. So it doesn't matter which one I send it to.
But I got it now.
Okay.
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay. As long as you're here, we're happy.
It doesn't matter. So what's going on, George?
Nothing much. Getting ready to go over the stuff that was presented by Google this week. And let's see. Days One says someone on Twitter brought up Chrome OS getting 10 years of updates and hasn't dropped its commitment. Well, let's hope not. Yeah, Will says George kicked me out of the club. Yeah, hold your breath till that happens. Elno says, how are you?
I'm showing.
Brian said his Chromebook hit end of life recently. Here's Annette. Annette, glad to hear. What are you saying, Will?
They're trying to get me again. You know my yearly tradition.
Are you going to let us see your face?
Oh man, I don't know. I might get on there, but yeah, they're trying to get me. Google is always trying to get me.
Yeah, well, of course they are. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get
7 years.
Yeah, I mean, the whole 7. Did you see MKBHD's?
Yeah, I seen it. I watched it tonight. I just can't. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's just like Apple doing it. Like you said, does anybody keep their phone? There are some iPhone 8s and 8 Pluses out there. So
I guess, yeah. It's just
so,
and Tech Odyssey made the good point. Are you going to be using a phone 7 years from now, and will that phone still be usable? Yeah, both cases.
Yeah, but people do it because look at the iPhone 8s. And
people do it with iPhones. Does anybody do it with an Android phone? I highly doubt it.
I'm sure somebody out there will. I'm sure, but we wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
That's all.
I do have a couple of
not what
old
we
guys
would
that
do.
I work with. One of them was still using his flip phone from 2002 until last year. So I guess people do use them, but usually it's going to be somebody really, really old like me. So anyway,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think the whole idea of 7-year updates, it sounds good, but is it practical? Probably not, you know.
But you know what? We can't be too, what's it called? We can't be skeptical though. We have to, because you know what I mean? Remember before they were
Why can't we
barely
be
giving you
skeptical?
No, I'm saying we gotta kind of be like, happy, because before we weren't even getting, like, it was nothing. You know what I mean?
Well,
Especially for an
that
phone.
is
You might
true,
have got a
and
year. You might have got a
they're
year.
trying to, yeah, they're trying to make some points, but if anybody has given us reason to be skeptical, you of all people know.
Well,
it's
yeah,
Google.
it's Google, but I'm just saying, I guess, yeah, we gotta wait and see. But like I was telling somebody earlier, I give them 3 years. Like I give them 5, because they already do 3, so I could see them pushing 5. You know what I mean?
I can see them pushing 5 too if they stick to it. But like both MKBHD said and Tech IC both said, will the Pixels even exist 7 years from now? With Google, you never know. How long did the Nexus last? 5 years, and they were gone. They were replaced by Pixel, right?
Yeah,
you still there?
Yeah, that's
okay.
True. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. Like, this deal is the deal that they gave with the watch, and it's hard to pass up. That's a hard deal to pass up.
And I looked at it and I'm like, okay, I have my first Pixel watch now. As far as any upgrades to the second Pixel watch, is it going to help me? No, because they're health upgrades. I don't need any.
No, yeah. Well, no, it's like going from the Apple Watch Ultra 1 to the Ultra 2.
Exactly.
But like some of the stuff they did with the Pixel's pretty nice though. They're saying that brightness is supposed to be crazy.
Yeah, that's going to be the first story. So we're going to go over that. Oh, Days One said he's got an old co-worker still using the S8. So somebody's using old phones, that's for sure.
Some people do it. And you know what? I think maybe more people would use a Pixel, because a lot of people, you figure they'll go into Verizon and they just pick it up and they're like, the camera's good, and they'll just keep using it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think there's, enthusiasts where we wouldn't do it.
And there are more people. Did you see Michael Fisher's interview with what's his name?
That was great.
I thought that was a very good interview. And he says more and more people are getting Pixels. So he says they are still picking up,
Yeah, I thought that was a real good interview.
Yeah, so did I. Matter of fact, the last thing that Michael Fisher said is, let me know if you'd like to see more of this. I right away said, I thought this was a great interview, and I certainly would like to see more.
Yeah, that was a real good interview.
Okay, Days One says his co-supervisor was using an S8 before upgrading to the S23, so he used it a good long time. Now we know that Days One is a supervisor. That's good. We learned something about Days One. Nexus was a developer phone, though they through very limited. That's true. That they always said that Nexus was a developer phone, and I think a lot of us stopped thinking of it that way, but they always insisted that it was. What does Gary say? What is George smoking? What am I smoking? Gary, glad you're here. And let's see. Days One. With 7 years of updates, you could be a Pixel 3 years from now. Still get 4 years of updates over a mid-range in its price. Okay. Good point. Yeah, I'm just going to be the Pixel 8 Pro buy. I guess he means he's going to buy the Pixel 8 Pro when the price plummets, which I guess it will in a month or two. So you've got the stories, right?
Oh, wait, I don't have them pulled up, George. I'm trying to print this thing. I was just here to give commentary.
All right. The first story that I have is the Google event. So I'm just going to, I got it by TechCrunch because theirs wasn't as long as some of the others. Do you want to read that one? You want me to read it? What do you want to do?
Yeah, read it. I can't. I don't have nothing pulled up, George. I'm not even in front of the computer or nothing.
Oh, you're not? Okay.
I'm just
all
on
right.
the phone.
Yeah. Just don't desert us, okay?
Nope. I got you.
All right. And I'm going to share screen. Oh, as I almost forgot this. As I do every week, I show everybody where the show notes are, and it's on my website. If you go to mobilegeezer.wordpress.com, you click on today's date, you'll get the show notes just for tonight's show. Pardon me. And as always, I'll give you a little preview of what we're going to talk about. I've only got 5 stories tonight. So, of course, I started with the Made by Google event, which from Wednesday, and I've got it by TechCrunch, everything that they showed in the show. And then I followed it up with a Pixel 8 camera and photo enhancement article by TechRadar because they did a good job of telling you about exactly what the enhancements were for the cameras. So we'll have those two. And then, of course, we all have been following the iPhone 15 overheating. Now, mine, I got mine on Monday night, had no overheating issues whatsoever. A lot of people were saying they were getting a lot of overheating when they first copied the stuff and first initiated the phone, and mine never even got warm as far as I kept checking it to see. But there is a fix out, and I just got the fix on mine today. I think the fix came out yesterday. So hopefully people having the overheating issues, it'll go away now. So
and they pushed that fix out to all the iPhones. So because I even got it on my 14.
I just figure everybody should go ahead and install it, and what the heck. So that's what I did.
Yeah.
Next story up, you should be interested in this. Credit unions, 3 of them, are suing Apple, claiming Apple Pay monopoly. That's on Phone Arena. 2 of those are in Iowa. One's in Iowa. 2 are in the Midwest. I forgot. I didn't see where the other one was from. Anyway, we'll go over that. And my last story, which I thought was interesting, Phone Arena suspects that there's going to be a new Galaxy Fitness Band, and we haven't seen a new Galaxy Fitness Band in like 3 years. So that should be interesting. So those are going to be all the stories. So I'm going to pull up the first story about the Made by Google event. So I got that on TechCrunch. And I'm sure everybody watched, but anyway, we'll go over it. Google Pixel Event 2023. Everything announced, including the Pixel 8 series, Pixel Watch 2, Pixel Buds Pro, and Android 14. So I'm going to drop this into Reader View to get rid of some of these ads. Okay. Today's Google Pixel event Made by Google gave the search and consumer tech giant a chance to show off what it's been working on. And I think they did a pretty good job. There weren't so many updates on Pixel 8, Pixel Watch 2, and other goodies. There were so many, sorry. We summed up the most important parts from the keynote below. Pixel 8 and Pixel 8 Pro are the latest versions of Google smartphone technology, with the company touting their fast and secure phones with Google AI and the most advanced Pixel cameras yet. And like everybody else, they are pushing the AI big time. At 6.1 inches, the Pixel 8's display is a fraction of an inch smaller than its predecessor, while the Pixel 8 Pro retains its 6.8 inches. The 8's resolution is the same as before at 1080-2400, while the Pro actually loses a bit of pixel density from 512 to 49 ppi at 1344 by 2992. And we got Ted here too. This is a golden day here. Ted, are you here? Well, Ted's kind of here. I bet you he can't hear us yet. All right, I'm going to keep reading. The biggest benefit of the new Actua display, or Super Actua in the case of the Pro, is extreme brightness. Yeah, the brightness is a incredible. The 8 picks out at 2,000 nits and the 8 Pro at 2,400. Both screens have a 120 hertz peak refresh rate, which I think is great. The latest version of the Android headset starts at $700 for the 8 and $1,000 for the 8 Pro. Meanwhile, the Google Pixel 8 Pro upgrades include the display, the glass with Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2, and a bunch on the camera. Now, he's going to give us some camera highlights, but we've got another story about the camera coming up. 50 megapixel main wide camera with a 24 megapixel equivalent when talking in classic film camera focal lengths. 2 times optical quality mode, the addition of Google's Super Res Zoom digital computational telemode, which can go up to 8x, read even more. And Daryl Etherington's first impression, Google has taken a very iterative approach to this year's model, but the upgraded camera specs and the new Tensor G3 processor that powers the Pixel 8 Pro look to be where a whole lot of the benefits of upgrading lie. That's true, I guess. Speaking of the camera, 2 of the new features include Magic Editor, which enables background filling and subject repositioning, and Best Take. That was pretty impressive, which combines multiple shots to create the best group photo. Also, the Pixel 8 Pro will be the first hardware to run on Google's generative AI models on device, according to the company. And when we get to the camera store, you'll see the examples of both of those, and it's pretty impressive. Okay, on to the Pixel Watch. Oh, Ted was here, and now he's not here, so I'm hoping he comes back. All right, Pixel Watch 2. Google finally released its first smartwatch last year to mixed reviews. Now it's getting some upgrades. Yeah, I use my watch every 4th day because I have 4 watches. I'm liking it, but to me, there wasn't enough change for me to switch to the new one. The biggest change is improved heart rate monitoring and the addition of a pair of new sensors designed to give the device a fuller picture of its wearer. Although also the addition of a body response sensor and skin temperature sensor, that's kind of fascinating, are borrowed from the Fitbit line and bring along new stress management features. One thing I don't need, I exercise so much, that's my stress management. Ted hasn't come back yet. Google's update of Pixel Buds Pro includes features like conversation detection, which is similar to Apple's conversation awareness feature for AirPods, listening stats, and support for Bluetooth super wideband for better sound quality. Right now, I'm using my Samsung Buds 2, and my favorite earbuds are my Samsung Buds 2 Pro. But I have my Pixel Buds Pro, and I like them. Not as much as my Samsungs, but pretty close. It also uses AI to detect when you start speaking and reduces the background noise by switching to the transparency mode. Once you're done talking, music resumes, and the buds switch back to active noise cancellation mode. So I like that. Okay, Android 14, Google Assistant, call screen, and more. And Ted is back. Oh, you decide to come back and not totally desert us? Is that it? And I don't think he can hear us. His face was there for a second. I saw it. All right, we'll see if he shows up. All right, and he's gone again. He's just messing with us, or messing with my mind anyway. All right, Android 14, Google Assistant, call screen, and more. The Android 14 mobile operating system comes with new customization options, accessibility features, and more this year. I kept checking all last night, and mine hasn't come through yet. The OS will begin rolling out to supported Pixel devices today and then to other devices later this year. Oh, mine hasn't come to on my Pixel 7, so I guess T-Mobile didn't release it to the Pixel 7 yet. We'll see. I haven't been home all day, so we'll see later. Highlights include switching between wallpapers to quickly make changes to what you want to see at a glance and more easily set custom lock screen shortcuts. Yeah, I saw a video showing that. There are also new lock screen templates for fonts, widgets, colors, and formats. Google also leverages AI to make changes to the lock screen based on your current situation. Yeah, I saw that in the video too. For example, if your area is having bad weather, the lock screen will make your weather widget more prominent. That's kind of cool, I guess. Now on Google Assistant, which is getting an AI-powered update. Assistant with Bard is a new version of the mobile personal assistant that's essentially a combination of Google Assistant and Bard for mobile devices. Yeah, they're pushing that hard. It can now handle a broader range of questions and tasks, ranging from simple requests like "What's the weather?", "Send an alarm," or "Text Jenny" as before, to now more intelligent responses provided by Google's Bard AI. Another upgrade, this was a cool upgrade, is to the call screen feature that enables users to better determine which calls they want to skip and those they want to take. I like that. This includes the AI answering calls on behalf of users, a realistic sounding voice, I might add. Yes, it was. In an impressive demo during the event. Even better, it is helping users receive 50% fewer spam calls. That makes sense on average by managing calls from unknown numbers. Mike is going to love this, don't you think, Will?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
he loves that stuff.
Well, Mike.
The company claims the feature is now smart enough to separate the calls you want to take from those you don't. Yeah, I thought the demonstration they gave was pretty awesome. And the last thing in here is Google Pixel Fold. Pixel Fold was launched earlier this year as Google's first foldable. The $1,800 asking price is still prohibitively expensive. That's why I don't have it. But features like this will go a long way towards getting a lot more value out of the device, according to Brian Heater. Let's talk about dual screen interpreter mode. The feature arrives today. This is Wednesday as part of a larger Pixel drop. Leverages Google's longstanding translation expertise, and they have plenty of that, by opening the device completely flat, just like that, I guess. You can speak to someone in a different language with translations popping up on either side. That is very cool. So they'll see what you're saying in their language and vice versa. The system is currently available in 45 languages. I think that's very, very cool. So that's basically the stuff that was presented on Wednesday, and put it in the comments if you guys are going to pick it up, because I think I'm going to be I have the Pixel 7 and I have the first Pixel Watch. I don't see a need for me to and of course I just got the iPhone 15 Pro Max this week. So I'm just trying to cool it for a little bit. Let me look at the comments. Stop screen for a minute. Let's see. Oh yeah, Brian said he was going to wait till the price plummets. Gary says can't have it both ways. Google does 4 years. That is not enough. Google does 7 years. Now it's too much. Yeah, I can see your point. And I'm not saying it's too much. It's just, is it believable and is it practical? That was the point that Tech Odyssey was bringing up. Brian says, I think it's good. I think it's good too. Talking about price drop, it might drop 100, but not more than that. These are pre-order deals. These pre-order deals were pretty good. That's true. Just like you said, Will. Best Buy deals were really good. I looked on Best Buy site the other day and I didn't see anything better, but maybe I just missed it. Brian, I'll wait till it's a year old and it should depreciate by 50%. That's very true. Let's see. Right, so still get 6 years of OS updates. Gary, the deal really was the Pixel 8 if you had a phone to trade in. That's what I was looking for trade-in on Best Buy, and I didn't see it. 700 mounts to 400 trade-in, and then sell the Pixel Buds Pro for $200. You out of pocket $100. Now here's Ted, and we've lost Will. Can I have the two of you guys at the same time? Your eyes are just shooting back and forth, and now I've lost your face. What are you doing, messing with my mind? Will, I hope you come back. Let's see. I saw that already. Okay, Brian said the smaller Pixel had the better deal. I guess this is still at Best Buy. Come on, Will Pachai, send your little scrub brother to make the smaller Pixel camera equivalent to the large model. Gary, I went and ordered the Pixel Buds again because I had a 40% discount now, and I will sell them for $200. That's a smart move. Brian sticking to a Sony Buds. Yeah, I'm sticking pretty much with my Samsung Buds, but I use my Pixel Buds pretty much every night at home too. But when I'm out, I mostly use my Samsung Buds Pro 2. Right, now, do you decided to stay with us or not? Can't hear you talk. Haven't heard you say anything. Now we're not hearing anything from your microphone whatsoever. Okay. Are you going to leave it on now?
You can hear me now, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, thank goodness.
Do it the Sprint way. Can you hear me now? Okay. Oh, and now we've got Will back. Okay, I've got both of you at once. I'm actually allowed to have both of you at the same time. No, now I've lost. Now,
Yeah,
unbelievable. Unbelievable. Now, as soon as you come in, of course, I lose Ted, but I think Ted's doing that just to mess with me because he likes messing with me. That's all.
Is he?
Yeah. Okay. He's back again. Okay. You just messing with the old man's mind, aren't you? Look, he's having a good time too. All right. Let's see. Brian. Auto features pretty cool, I have to admit.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice.
The other one, I didn't sign it.
You didn't what?
No, not you, George.
Oh, okay. Ain't Mike on the Apple? Yeah, Mike George, is on the Apple Juice to a degree. What were you saying, Will?
He's not. George, this is what I was going to
He's on the budget Apple Juice because he can't.
George is not on the, Mike is not on the Apple Juice. But listen,
he can't afford to pay premium George. Apple money. That doesn't count.
And Ted, what's going on? Now Mike's got a 13 Pro. So
yeah, he's got a 13 Pro that he bought from Will.
That's 2 years old. That's 2 years ago.
You might remember.
That's so 2 years ago.
Ted, you're a hard man.
Listen.
Go ahead.
Which feature did Google show where it was like the person wrote an email and then Gmail was able to like go through there and respond or something and request their money back or something? You remember that?
That was Google I/O.
You don't remember that?
Bart.
What was
this year? That was Google I/O.
It was this year, but what was it?
Google I/O. It was a Google Bard.
No, he's asking you to explain what it was.
That was Bard that did. Like, how did it do that? Like, is that just supposed to be in Gmail? Like, am I supposed to just tell Gmail? You know what I mean? I don't remember how that was supposed to work.
Yeah, it's just supposed to be in Gmail.
They added some AI stuff to Gmail just last week, I think.
Do you not see it? Because it offers it to help me sometimes.
Oh. How long has it been open?
Remember, I don't have an Android phone. I have iPhone.
But you use the Gmail app on the iPhone, right?
Yeah, but mine never asks me to respond to an email or whatever that thing did. That was crazy.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah. But yeah, the feature hasn't been that good, to be honest.
When you get right down to it.
That thing like responded to the email and was, went through the email and requested his money back. I was like, I was just wondering because I watched the event the other day and they were talking about integrating, I guess, Bard into Google. And I was like, how did they,
integrate, AI into Gmail, which meh. It's meh.
All right, so they talked about
Ted,
it.
Ted doesn't like nothing.
Ted, but how long have you actually been able to use it that way?
2 months.
2 months, okay. All right.
So how does it work, Ted? Like, explain it to me. I'm trying to understand it because I use Gmail. It doesn't offer me nothing.
Let me see. Maybe if it's just mobile. Let me see if I can actually get it to do something on. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what my email consists of. Let me go on promotions. There we go. All right, I'm gonna share my screen.
Gary did pre-order the matte black, by the way. Okay, I assume he means the pro. I'm guessing he means the pro.
Select window or screen. Screen 1. No. Screen
I agree,
2.
Brian.
There we go.
You're going to explain
George,
this to Will,
you're a
right?
Google man,
Yes?
George.
Go
I'll
ahead.
show him.
George, why
I'll
didn't
show him.
Google make the smaller phones have features again? Why do they keep doing
Yeah,
this?
I'm showing it.
It's always
Because
showing the
they're
screen,
acting
George.
like Apple. That's why, in my opinion.
Yeah. Especially when it's all
Hey,
software.
how are you doing, Will, by the way? Oh, Will Pichai.
Yeah. Now, Ted, did you share another screen that you want me to put up?
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
demo, I guess.
Okay.
Haha.
That didn't work.
Yeah, it works. See? You don't see the email?
Okay, there we go. Okay, there it is. All right, so show Will what you want to show him. All right, Will, you're watching, right?
Yeah, I'm watching. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so let's
So
see.
we're in your Gmail now, Ted?
Yep,
Okay.
Look at that.
and it's right.
So what other live stream do you get live demonstrations like?
That's true.
So right here, that's the magic button. Help me write by Workspace Labs. That's where Google Bard comes in.
Where? I'm not seeing it.
Oh, okay, yeah, because your eyes are
Oh,
bad.
so you
can't
have
see
to
it. For
be.
the-
You
for
have
the
to
rest
be
of you
on the
guys, you can see it.
computer.
Thank you, Ted. You're very kind.
So you got to be on the computer.
Well, no, it happens. You get it on your phone too. Well, I guess an Android phone.
Yeah, I haven't seen this on my Android
Yeah,
phone,
'cause-
but
I've never seen that on my.
So then I'd be like, ask Lexar to sponsor my next YouTube video where I talk about an OS. Yeah. All right, but yeah, this is where things get crummy. Yeah, let's see what it puts out. Usually, this is where ChatGPT actually beats Bard, and
okay. See, I haven't
in the
used it
starting
much.
point. But here it is.
There you
Hello,
go.
Lexstar. I'm interested in it. If you're inspired by my YouTuber, I'll be talking about the video will
Okay.
be a deep dive into the different aspects of NAS available. You'll be a great opportunity for us to reach. So that's it. Give this a thumbs down because this was basic bitch level writing. Didn't even give me a signature or anything. Just saying hello, Lexar. Okay, but otherwise
You're
grammar.
too spoiled, Ted. That's your problem.
Spoiled. I haven't been able to use it satisfactorily. But yeah, that's how it works.
Will you get it?
Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, that's something.
Oh, I could tell it to
I've never
recreate it
seen it,
now.
though.
I could even say it to refine or okay, this is new.
Okay.
You can have it
seen
be
either.
more formal. You can have it elaborate on the email more. Tell it to shorten it. Let's go elaborate.
Okay.
Okay, didn't ask me for more instructions on how to elaborate. Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah, you're in control of scrolling because I can't control it because you're displaying it.
Yeah, I've never seen that, so I guess I gotta try.
Okay,
it from the
I'm
computer to
just
get-
gonna.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. And I use my Gmail.
All right, here's something that's maybe more useful that Bard can do that ChatGPT can. Write a reply to this email.
Look at Gary in there trying
Email.
to predict what I'm gonna do.
Telling Lexar.
He's telling us what you're going to do, not asking.
the
Ryan at
product.
least asked.
Gary has the inside track. That's why.
Okay.
Oh, what just happened? Did I just send the email? No. Okay, there it is. Whew. Okay, you see? So write a reply to this email telling Lexar what I think about their product. I've been using your products for a few years and I've never had any issues with them. Okay, so yeah, Bard just straight up lies.
But it did give you a reply.
Why to reply
Bard
to this
lied
email?
up. That's what it did. It lied up.
Yeah, but Chat GPT does that sometimes too.
It's not gonna lie down. At least it didn't.
Okay, so
at least
here's
it
a
didn't
good one.
bash
Like,
the
it just says,
products.
write a reply to this email. Thanks for sharing this. I'll be sure to take a look at it. Yeah, so that's like the things that. But you should be able to. I've had the option to do this on my Pixel as well.
See, that's because you have an Android device.
I have a Pixel.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think maybe did you guys enable Bard in the Google Workspace Labs?
That's what Gary said. Gary said you
You have to have Google Workspace.
Okay. So that's what you and I both have to do. Well, we have to enable Google Workspace. That's the.
But can you do that on your phone?
Obviously, you can. According to
On
Ted,
my
right?
Pixel, yeah, it's been coming up.
Yeah.
I don't think it's been coming up on my iPad though.
But have you tried it on
George.
any other Android phone?
No, just the
Okay.
Pixel.
Just wondered. Okay.
Ted, here's a question for you because you're the cameraman. What did you think about the Pixel having Pro controls on the Pro?
I have not watched the Pixel event or announcement.
You
and
haven't watched it? Well, the next story is going to have all the camera stuff. You want to take that test so you can see what?
Yes, let me take that.
Okay, and it does a pretty good job of showing it off. So it's the Tech Radar story. So I'm going to pull it up, and then when you're ready, let me share it. When you're ready, you can go over it.
Hold on, guys.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Bear with me a moment.
Were you impressed with some of that camera stuff? Okay.
I mean, I'm never
Were you
gonna use
impressed
no
with the camera
control.
stuff?
I'll never use none of those controls. I mean, I just think it's cool that the option is there. You know what I mean? I would never use it. But
Yeah, I that's how I felt. Like very cool. And I kept thinking, how often will any of us actually use that stuff? My guess is pretty rare.
like Rishi
my guess.
would be right in there digging into it. Rishi or somebody like that. But I'm not using that.
Rishi or
All
Ted,
right, I'm back.
if he. All right. All right. I've
there's
got the story pulled up.
Got a StreamYard issue. For some reason, it doesn't give the audio through my monitor. I have to go use my mic, my Samsung Q2U, to get audio. And I had to kill a fly. All right, but it's all good.
All right.
Fly
I'm
has
going
been
to put-
neutralized.
I'm going to put this in reader view. It should make it bigger too. But yeah, I did that. Okay. So whenever you're ready, read this, and now you'll see some of the camera stuff, and you're the right guy to talk. This stuff is kind of impressive to me, but we'll see what you think. So whenever
All
you're
right,
ready,
Moultrie. Although I've been very hard to impress this evening, if you guys haven't noticed.
I know Ted doesn't like nothing.
Google Pixelating Google Photos, the 7 biggest new camera tricks by Mark Wilson. The
No,
Google
I
Pixelating event didn't deliver
Ted's
any
crazy.
massive surprises thanks to a huge number of leaks we've seen recently. But as is tradition, Google did use its big annual phone launch to reveal a new array of camera tricks that are equal parts impressive, useful, and downright creepy. The actual camera hardware of the Google Pixel 8 and 8 Pro isn't anything particularly earth-shattering. The Pixel 8's rear camera are largely unchanged from the Pixel 7, while the Pro version does get bigger upgrades with a new main camera and improved ultra-wide at a 48 megapixel telephoto lens. But it's been a while since camera size and lens aperture were the biggest drivers of smartphone camera performance. These days, it's all about computational photography and video tricks in an art form that Google has pioneered. That's kind of incorrect, but okay.
okay, if you say so. Why is it incorrect?
Sony and Xiaomi have been doing, and
I thought you would say Sony. I didn't know about Xiaomi. Okay.
Xiaomi, yeah, they have the Type 1 sensors on their phones.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. You're right. You're right. Yes.
Viva also has a huge sensor. It's not Type 1, but I
It's
would
not
say
the
they
1
also
inch,
do a
but it's
great job with
close.
computational photography too. But a good, a big sensor does do great things.
Okay.
Quite a few actually with Google's focus very much on video in the form of audio Magic Eraser, and for the Pixel 8 Pro at least, new video boost and night sight video features. but thanks to the combined powers of the Google's Tensor G3 chip and some Google Photos, is it really the power of the G3 chip?
That's what they were saying.
From what we read,
I
the
don't
G3
think
chip
so.
was just it was a minor upgrade. So
No.
He also-
The G3
The batteries,
chip, remember the
the
study
battery
we did
probably
last
still
week?
tank.
The G3 chip, 2 weeks ago, the G3 chip is supposed to be good upgrades, but it's not going to the take away the Samsung and go to their own until the next one. But they said the G3 chip would be good upgrades. So,
we also saw some powerful and potentially controversial new photography heuristics in the form of best take and zoom enhance.
yep.
And here's a breakdown. Best take. What is that guy wearing a
Yeah,
hat?
if you don't like the faces, you can go find other faces of the same person and replace them. That's what they did with this guy right here.
Didn't the Nokia Lumia do that first on the Windows phone?
I don't remember. I don't remember Lumia.
Pretty sure the
doing anything
Nokia
like-
Lumia did that first on Windows phone.
Oh, and Windows. Boy, that's way back.
Yeah.
Now wait, George, question.
Go ahead.
The best faces thing, it doesn't just find pictures from your camera library, right? It still
No,
uses
no.
the
Yeah,
pictures,
I
like
thought-
it finds frames from the photos that you took, right? Like from the
I
like
think it. No, I think it does it. According to this story, I just think it does it right from your camera.
yeah, so it uses
Those
like the frames. It's not just finding like it's not just gonna pull a random picture that I have of George from my phone and be like, put this one there. It looks better.
No, it's not going to do that. Not going to do that. Ted, go ahead and read it.
Oh yeah, let's start with arguably the most. This is the most controversial one. This guy sucks.
Yeah, I don't
as a
think that
writer.
this is so controversial. But okay.
Because it effectively lets you change the facial expressions of people in your group shots. Are you saying we are photogenic at Google? No. The person taking the photo is saying you one of the people aren't photogenic. Oh, this guy. The thing is, the best take isn't using generative AI to change a frown into a smile. Instead, it takes a series of photos and then lets you pick the best facial expression for your final shot. That
So
makes
there's
it
there's your answer, Will. It's telling you what it's doing.
that makes it far more palatable to those who think palatable to routine photography, as it's effectively just doing an automated Photoshop style blend on a burst of shots. Our U.S. editor-in-chief, Lance Ulanoff, can you scroll up?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Was able to try best take at the Google effect, and he's a fan. It's surprisingly effective with a little sign of uncanny valley giveaways we expected. Video boost, which is only coming to the Pixel 8 Pro. Oh,
Yeah,
wow. I would
it
love
hasn't
that feature.
arrived yet.
Oh, look at that. Looks like it enhances it's an HDR effect.
Yeah, exactly. And they mention it here too.
Scroll up. Google went particularly hard on new video features as it's made by Google event, and the biggest one was arguably Video Boost, which is coming to the Pixel 8 Pro in December. In theory, this computational video done properly, rather than messing with trying to introduce fake bokeh with like the iPhone cinematic mode, which Apple has gone very quiet on. No, has it? The Pixel 8 Pro's new mode instead processes every video frame, uses its cloud-based HDR plus pipeline. This is a huge technological feat and one that will involve a little wait for a boosted video, but with the result, it could also be polarizing. Google was keen to show side-by-sides of video boost with the iPhone 15 Pro Max's video, pointing to its improved dynamic range of video, vivid color. This saturated HDR look isn't necessarily to everyone's taste, though, so it could be one to reserve.
So going back and looking at the pictures, Ted, do you see that as saturated a whole lot? As far as saturated HDR?
I see it's
enhanced and lightened.
Yeah, I say it's increased contrast in HDR.
Yeah. I don't see it as all that saturated, but I don't
think it's really that saturated.
Yeah, okay. So I'm not crazy.
Because if it was like, just more dynamic range, it would actually look less contrast, but they added the contrast. So
exactly.
I think some saturation was done to the skies. That's for sure, though.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. You can see
to
that.
the skies and clouds, but otherwise it's all good.
Yeah.
But yeah, you do see the loss of contrast in the mountain area
Yeah,
when it gives you more detail.
up here, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
I
but
just like
if
to
this
have
is
what I'm
all-
seeing verified by the professional.
if this is all software, though, it sounds like it's all software. Why is it only coming to the Pixel 8 Pro?
I
Because
don't
Google
know what.
wants to
And
make
it
sure you
goes
buy
out
the
to
Pro model. That's why.
Yeah, but if it goes out to the cloud, it ought to be able to do it on any phone if it wanted to, right?
Yeah, that's some BS.
Don't worry,
Hold
Google
on.
will give it to Apple in a couple weeks.
But what did I say before? They're doing it because Apple does it that way. Just give it to the top one, not the next one down.
No, George. Remember, all those camera features and Magic Eraser came as long as you spent $1 to buy Google's storage or whatever. You know what I mean?
Google
just
One.
shares everything.
Yeah, Google
Yeah,
One. That's
Google
true. And
just shares all
I
the
never
features.
spent the money.
Gary,
to get
she's not. That is not thick. Just-
Yo, y'all are crazy. I can't.
Gary.
I can't with Gary.
Gary.
Gary is crazy.
If
that.
that's-
What do you say?
Gary is crazy. Gary is crazy.
Oh, Gary, that's cold, bro.
Gary
That's very
is-
cold, brother.
Gary is crazy.
Gary says 12 gigs of RAM.
If that's thick to you, Gary, then Condoleezza Rice is curvy.
Gary says it's only a Pro because of the 12 gigs of RAM. Okay.
No, it's just because they just don't want it to come.
12
to
gigs
them.
is why. So you say 12 gigs of RAM. The RAM is neat. Nah, that's some BS. That's
Yeah,
it's not.
especially since they're doing it on the cloud. I
Yeah,
don't like that. Yeah.
because I'm thinking like for the rest of the Google features, like it's all done on the cloud. Like you need internet to do them.
Yeah, they just.
And
Google's
besides the
just
Pixels,
trying-
they're able to swap. They're able to do swapping, right?
What do you mean swapping?
Where SSD is used converted to RAM. Is used for
Oh,
RAM.
yeah.
But anyway,
Ted, I know you're not going to upgrade, right? You have the Pixel 7, Ted?
Yeah, the Pixel 7. I'm just gonna.
I'm sticking with my Pixel 7 also.
I'm gonna. I don't know. Depends if I get a good trade-in deal. Like if I only have to pay $100 for a Pixel 8, maybe.
Yeah, you know they're
Maybe.
not doing that. The deals
But I
were
don't-
good, though, because you get the watch with it. That's what I thought was pretty cool. They're giving
I
away
thought
the watch.
I thought the
which
watch
they
deal
should've.
was good, and even with the cheaper one, you get the buds with it for free with the pre-order right now.
They
Alright,
should have
well,
gave
what's
the
number
watch
3?
away last year.
Okay, we're going to number 3, Night Sight Video,
Night sight video.
and this is only on the Pro again. And you can see the difference.
That might
right
be
there.
because of the RAM. Maybe that's because of the RAM.
I don't know. I don't really. It's kind of confusing me.
If they're doing it on the phone, yeah, it could be because of the RAM. I'm not sure though.
Let's see. Scroll down. Google Night Sight has been a huge influential computational. There it is. And now it's coming to videos. Night Sight is effectively a low light version of Video Boost using multi-frame processing to enhance detail exposure in dark scenes. Google claims the mode is the best low light video on any smartphone, which says it's based on third-party evaluation comparing major. Oh my gosh, who is that? Is that DxO?
Who was the third party?
Who is the third
evaluator?
party? Is it DxO? Google, come on.
Yeah, they're not telling us who that is, right?
While Google has announced a version of Night Sight for videos before Google I/O 2021, this is effectively just stitch photos together to make an animation. We don't yet know what resolution and frame rates Night Sight video is available for, but we're looking forward to taking it for a spin. Scroll up.
So they're calling it an
I meant,
animation.
scroll it down.
Why are they calling it an animation? You get that, Ted?
And maybe maybe it's supposed to move, but it's in reader mood, so it can't.
Well, maybe.
All right, scroll down.
All right, we going on?
Yeah, Audio Magic Eraser. All right, this looks promising. And these better be coming to the Pixel 7.
I'm thinking at some point they'll give it to us, but we'll see. Go ahead.
I can't see. The thing is in the way.
Oh, okay.
Audio quality has long been an afterthought in smartphone video, but Google's aiming to change that on the Pixel 8 and 8 Pro with a new computational audio trick called Audio Magic Eraser. This uses machine learning to recognize and divide the audio in your video into separate channels, for example, speech, crowd, wind, noise, and music, You can then turn off any unwanted ones. Hold on. Yeah, Sony offered this.
The demo they did was pretty impressive on this one.
Yeah, Sony offered this, although I think it was just an audio recording for Audio Pro app, and it was also what was it? I think it was a subscription price, like $2 a month. Google's demo of a baby talking with a dog's loud background barking moved was impressive, but we'll be keen to test this in the field to see how much it impacts the quality of those.
And it was impressive because the baby was quite loud, and so was the dog barking, and it separated them out. And I guess they just clicked the one that said dog barking, and it was gone, and all you heard was the baby. So that was kind of impressive. Are we boring you, Ted?
Maybe Google is. Magic Editor. Finally, something exciting. Scroll down.
You still with us?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
what is that?
still here.
Okay.
Scroll down.
Go ahead. All right. Yeah. So I guess this is what you're going to get rid of now. I guess.
I'm just listening to Ted. Ted is bored.
Back in May, Google announced that Magic Editor, a new generative AI trick that aims to make bad photos obsolete, was en route to select pixel phones.
So we'll be getting this.
Well, now we know. What?
So
was en route to select pixel phones. Oh.
Well, I hope that means it's coming to the 7 at some point.
Select, meaning an exclusive bunch. The Pixel Fold Hip Hop Edition.
Oh,
the
boy.
Pixel 8. Well, now we know what those phones are, the Pixel 8 and the Pixel 8 Pro. Magic Editor is effectively Magic Eraser on steroids, letting you pick and remove your objects in your photos, reposition them, and effectively become a Photoshop whiz without having to go anywhere near masking and tools and adjustment layers. It even gives you contextual suggestions on things to change, like swapping out your gray sky for a golden hour sunset. Some will call it the death of photography. Others will see it as a massive time-saving crutch. Either way, the experimental feature will now be available in Google Photos on its latest Pixel phones.
Okay. So the idea that you can actually move them around, I think that's kind of cool.
I don't know. I'll need to see what I can do with it in terms of memes.
Will, you're right. Nothing's going to impress him.
Yeah, I think the photo Magic Editor thing, like when the people threw the baby in the air and you can make it seem higher than it was, and that type of stuff's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah.
And then I think I remember there was like a video where they the balloons blew away out the picture, and then he pulled the balloons back into the picture.
That's right. That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, that type of stuff's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's very cool. So if anybody wants to buy me a Pixel 8 Pro, just feel free. You know.
George, here's my question to you.
Go ahead.
You had the iPhone what last year?
The iPhone 14 Pro Max.
So what was the thing that made you get the 15? Yeah, what made you want to upgrade? Like what was the value? Like I'm just trying to. Right now I have the 14 Pro.
The first thing that got me was the action button. That was the very first thing that I found fascinating was the action button. I actually used it for the first time today, only to silence the phone though. But yeah, the action button I found fascinating, and then I thought the 5x digital zoom was pretty cool too. So those were the two biggest things, and of course they gave me $700 for the old one.
Yeah, I had a hard time trying to justify upgrading because I'm not buying that big phone, and I was like, I'm not really.
So you don't like big phones, and see, and this phone is a tiny bit smaller than the 14, a little tiny bit, and it's certainly lighter than the 14. I'm sorry, Ted. You want to go on and finish this?
Yes.
Okay. So we're up to Zoom Enhance again. Pixel 8 only. Pixel 8 Pro only. Okay.
So most of these are coming to Pixel 8 then, huh? Google seems to take a great delight in making sci-fi concepts and unsettling reality, seeing its call screen feature, which sees an AI robot. An equally impressive feature is Zoom Enhance. Yes, the CSI Miami enhanced meme is going to get a few more hits today, as Google features is the closest we've seen to a real world equivalent.
Google Photos.
It's powered by generative AI. Zoom Enhance will very much invent some extra detail when you pinch or zoom into a photo. This isn't a million miles from how interpolation works, though we'll data stand up in court. Still, it does look, and it even gives you an enhanced button so you can pretend you're in a detective on camera.
So that's how it would work. I guess right there you can see how it would work in that picture right there.
So I guess
Still not
because
impressed,
the Pixel
huh?
8 has more RAM, it can only do this feature. Yeah, I'm not impressed.
Okay.
Pro controls, finally. Apple's reluctance to build pro-friendly camera tools into its Pro phones has always been a bit baffling, but that's what Google has done on the Pixel 8 Pro. Its new Pro controls lets you tweak settings like ISO sensitivity, shutter speed, and focus. Finally, the least it could do. That promises to be a particularly big bonus for video shooters, though. Though Google doesn't go anywhere near as phones like the Xperia 1V, which has 3 separate camera racks. The Photo Pro, scroll down.
Okay.
Photo Pro, Video Pro, and Cinema Pro. Still, more control is always good if you don't want to rely on one of the.
So they did give the Sony Xperia some credit.
Best camera apps.
All right.
Whoa. Scroll back down.
Oh, to where we were?
Yeah, that last one.
Okay.
Scroll back down, George.
Did that just say Pixel 8 Pro only?
Yes.
Trash. It's all trash.
We got 4 of them in a row that was
Trash.
Pixel 8 Pro.
Garbage. This whole thing was a waste of time. All right. Not upgrading.
All right. I said
Next
I
one.
wasn't upgrading, but
Give me my next phone.
Probably
Yeah, only the
wasn't a
Pro.
good
Only the
idea.
Pro is getting those features.
Yeah, probably wasn't a good idea to have the camera guy read that one, I guess. All right, let me get back to these comments a little
This
bit.
was only good news for those getting a Pixel 8 Pro, I guess. Trash.
Gary said Ted is too cool for school. He said it looked like a Samsung video. Okay.
I think he's talking about the HDR thing.
Oh, that was the
video
HDR
boost.
one there. Okay, I
No,
was
it
too
did.
far.
It was a bit.
Yeah, see, Ted, that's what I was saying too. Like they keep putting all the extra stuff in the bigger size thing. That's what I don't like.
Yeah, but this time all the good extra stuff.
Yeah, because
got
it's all most of it's all software. Like
Yeah, that's the confusing part though. If it's mostly software, like I don't.
yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah,
they're
the
trying
USB
to
type
push-
the USB Type C did attract me, but it was more the action.
I'm
button.
probably gonna make a video hating
You gonna make a hate video?
video, like Pixel 8 is only like Sony announced that they're only going to bring the Sony Xperia 1 Mark V, not the Xperia 5 Mark V, to the US. Google might as well just follow suit. If they're just going to give all the cool features to the Pixel 8 Pro, just get rid of the
I
Pixel 8.
didn't realize that they had given so many of those features just to the 8 Pro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah.
All right, are we moving on now?
Yeah.
Will, you ready to read one?
Which one, George? Let me find it. I think I can get it.
The one with the overheating fix.
Hold on. Hold on. I
I'm
gotta find it. I gotta find this story. Just give me 2 seconds.
Okay.
Wait. I gotta find your email with the stories.
These are short ones. This one's a short one anyway.
George, go to the website, and then you said it's the overheating.
I sent you the show notes yesterday.
Yeah, I know. I got it. I gotta pull it up on the phone. I got it.
You
Okay, I'm
find it
ready.
easier to go to the website. Okay, whatever you want.
What'd you say, George? I'm ready
So
now.
you find it easier to just go to the website?
Tell me when.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Oh yeah, because on the phone I can't see that. Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
All right. Worried
I'm
about
gonna
your
drop it
iPhone
into,
15 overheating. Here's the fix. You ready, George?
Yeah. I just downloaded mine today, so go ahead.
Oh, okay. Worried about your iPhone 15 overheating? Here's the fix. This is from iMore. I never go to this website. And I got now I'm just looking at it. I got a video of somebody like running on the Techno Gym. Anyway, since the launch of the iPhone 15 and 15 Pro ranges last month, users online have been plagued with overheating issues when using their new iPhones. Apple is now answering customer concerns with a new software update 17.0.3 to fix any issues related to iPhone 15 models running warmer than expected during general use. Apple says this update provides important bug fixes, security updates, and addresses any issue that may cause the iPhone to run warmer than expected. This fix comes fresh off the back of multiple reports of overheating iPhone 15 handsets, including one user whose swollen battery led to significant health and safety concerns.
Yeah, I saw that story
Earlier this week, Apple spoke to Forbes Tech, and highlighted that the change to a titanium design in the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max are not to blame for the overheating issues. In fact, the company emphasized that titanium should run much cooler than stainless steel. To access the fix immediately, follow these steps. Open Settings, tap General, then Software Update. Install. iOS 17.0.3 to the rescue. In just 2 weeks, Apple has released 3 minor updates to iOS 17 in an attempt to iron out all the issues with the iPhone 15 and 15 Pro models post-launch. Hopefully, 17.0.3 fixes the heat issues that many have reported online. I haven't experienced any performance or overheating issues on my 15 Pro Max, nor have I noticed crackling sounds, another issue that seems to be gaining traction online. With the new software update, Apple seems pretty certain that it's found the root cause of the heat problem, and hopefully we'll see improvement in sound issues for those who have experienced them. Luckily for early adopters of the iPhone 15 lineup, Apple swiftly rectifies potential bugs to ensure the experience is as smooth as advertised. I'm loving my 15 Pro Max so far, and the subsequent iOS updates are likely to make the user experience even better. See, that's the difference, because if Google had this problem, they would be like, yeah, we're pushing out an update on the next future drop.
Yeah, that's
3
true.
months.
They
would never even address it.
Remember the year before last when we had all the problems with the fingerprint sensor. Eleanor and I, it took 4 months of updates before it was finally fixed. So you're right.
George,
I checked with a young guy I work with. He got the iPhone 15 Pro Max last week. Neither one of us had any overheating issues at all.
The best update that they made to the Pixel, they made, you should know what I'm going to say, George. You remember, you've been there when I had the 4. Remember when I had the 4 and I was like, you can open your bank with it. And then they just took all of that away. Well, now you can use it for the bank again. If the bank is going to support it, that's the issue again. Because the Face Unlock is secure.
That's right, because that's done on a bank-by-bank basis. So, yeah.
Yeah. So if they support it now, you can use the Face Unlock to sign into your bank or your, PayPal or whatever. Because before you still had to use the fingerprint thing. That was good. That was good. Google did good this year. They did good this year. I think, even though Ted has no enthusiasm.
Yeah, you have to remember, Google giveth and Google taketh away too.
Yeah, they do.
They've been taking away a lot. And they only they've apparently they've only been giving to the Pixel 8 Pro. So,
well, Mike had said on Telegram that they're the only ones that have a graveyard, and my response was, no, I think others have a graveyard. It's just that Google's is exponentially bigger than everybody else's. That's all.
Google's is ridiculous.
Yes, it is. All right, I'm going to go to the Apple Pay Monopoly story. I'll take that one. And this was on Phone Arena. So let me go there.
Trent has been around Trent too long. What was he complaining about?
Trent has been around what? Oh, around Trent too long. Yeah, you are sounding like Trent today. That is very true. What was he complaining about? That's his general demeanor most of the time.
Because, if he sounded like me, then, he's probably right. Yeah.
Gary, that's how I feel about it. Other than Type-C, it's the same from last year. That's why why I couldn't do
I
it.
think about the iPhone,
And
the iPhone
what's that
15.
thing called? Yeah, yeah. And that island thing, that island, I don't even use it. Our friend was telling me.
We
No, it's the
didn't have the
USB-C and it's the action button. That's too big.
button
Those are two big
The
changes.
action
You know?
last
button is
year.
so pointless. The action button is so pointless. Because if you get rid of the action button, you can't mute. Like that's to me that was.
I
that
mean,
was
you
like,
could just use
that's-
it to
I don't
mute.
know. They should have. They should have. Yeah, but they should have just left it alone.
You could just use it to mute, or you can double tap it to do something else now. Seeing a press to
Yeah, to
mute,
open
seeing
the
a press to
camera, another
unmute,
way.
double
Alright.
tap to
Another
do
way to
something
open
else.
the camera, you can slide over from the lock screen, push the camera button, or
Or the triple
push the
tap on
action
the
button.
back.
How many different ways to open the one? Like that's just no. You have
No,
a
you wouldn't
camera
use it
button
to
on the
upload.
lock
That's a
screen. You
waste.
can slide over. Yeah, but you can slide over, push the camera button, or tap the thing. Like, come
Speaking
on.
of the iPhone camera, you guys ever notice now all of a sudden, like, you know, for the past couple of years, like people just have, you know, when people are just like putting their iPhones down, it's like on the camera app, like they have the camera app on their phone, like unintentionally.
Yeah, I have
I'm
noticed
not
that.
getting what you mean by
I've done it.
unintentionally.
I've done it before a couple times, where you put your phone down and the camera's running.
Yeah,
Oh, I got you. I haven't noticed
like it's
that
on the
particular
iPhones.
pattern.
Most of the time.
Interesting.
Makes me wonder why that is now. Like I've noticed that like the past year.
You are a real people observer, aren't you?
Phone observer.
Okay, pardon me.
Yeah, like
People with
they
phone
didn't,
observer.
they didn't bring enough this year for me to even.
I
It's
noticed
okay
the
for me.
phones, what they're doing with the phones.
All right, I'm moving on. This is from Phone Arena. Apple sued by 3 credit unions for alleged monopoly with Apple Pay. And this was by Iskra Petrova. I think it was the day before yesterday, I think. Apple, just like any other big tech company, is no stranger to lawsuits. Now, 9 to 5 Mac reports it's got another one that will go ahead after a judge has rejected Apple's motion to dismiss it. We're talking about an antitrust lawsuit against Apple Pay. In this lawsuit, we've got 3 credit unions suing the Cupertino company, claiming it is 100% monopoly on mobile wallets and on iPhones and Apple Watches. This is by far an old issue, although the lawsuit is new. Apple has been accused of holding a monopoly with other of its services as well. And it's also had multiple lawsuits for Apple Wallet as well. I didn't know that. All of the various antitrust cases concentrate on the fact that Apple doesn't let other mobile wallet apps access the NFC chip. I can see that. That's present in iPhones and Apple Watches. All in all, this means you can make contactless transactions only using Apple Wallet on iPhones and Apple Watches. Yeah, I'd call that a monopoly. All of this means that if any bank or credit union or any other financial institution wants their cardholders to be able to make contactless payments with an iPhone or Apple Watch, they need to sign up to Apple Pay. And of course, Cupertino charges a fee on each transaction. The EU has also been investigating, why am I not surprised, the issue as a potential antitrust violation since 2019. That's what the EU does. On the other hand, Apple's defense against this is claiming this is irrelevant as people are free to use physical cards or to make contactless payments. I think Apple's going to lose this case. The company also highlights other mobile wallet options like QR codes. However, you can clearly see where this can be problematic given the fact that people would generally prefer to avoid the hassle of paying with a physical card when they can pay with their phone. Also, physical cards have payment limits. You can pay up to a certain amount, while Apple Pay doesn't have such. I didn't realize that. This lawsuit, as we mentioned above, is led by 3 U.S. credit unions: Illinois Consumer Co-op Credit Union, Iowa's Affinity Credit Union, and Green State Credit Union. I don't know where that one is. Apple tried to dismiss the case with the arguments we indicated above, but the judge decided the case would move forward. The complaint also states banks and credit unions that use Apple Pay are forced to pay at least $1 billion of excess fees. We'll see how this lawsuit will go, but for now, it's far too early to give any predictions. Just like any other lawsuit of this type, we can for sure say the issue won't be resolved quickly, and the lawsuit might will continue on for years. They probably will. I just thought it was interesting to bring that story out because these are the kind of stories I think people should know about, and most people, you don't find many people even writing about them. So I think
now
it's good.
okay, George, here's my other question since I haven't been on in a while.
Go on.
So with the USB-C thing coming, and I can't stand this guy, but he put out a video and somebody sent it to me and I watched it.
Who?
That front page tech guy.
Oh yeah, I'm not crazy about him too, but he does put out good videos sometimes.
Can't stand him.
Who
Anyway,
is
he
he
put out
again?
this video and basically
Front
what he
page
said
tech?
was,
Prosser.
this is
Prosser?
like kind
Yeah,
of
John Prosser.
it's kind of messing up Apple because
Oh,
if
I
the-
saw the video. I didn't look at it yet. So go ahead.
yeah, try to watch that because. And what he's saying is making sense. Like if all these people if the EU just keeps coming out and saying this is wrong, like they did the USB-C thing, now they're
Right.
going to try to go after the wallet. So what they're
Right.
saying basically from this is what I'm getting from this story that you just read is Apple should allow. An example would be any other app, like Google Wallet should be able to work on an iPhone, right?
Exactly.
So
Well, it
okay,
is.
Doesn't
okay.
it?
No, wait. So listen. So let's say you allow it. Why would you allow that? Because you're taking away things that make the iPhone an iPhone. Like if that's the case, then you might as well just go.
but is it up to the
listen,
EU?
hold on.
But is it up
Listen.
to
That's
the EU to
this.
care about that?
Yeah, but that's the point. That's what the guy's saying. But if they keep losing and if they keep letting, because he was like, when they did the initial thing, he was like, he thought that Apple was just going to pay the fine or whatever. But the fact that they gave in. So if this becomes a trend, then you might as well forget it because they're going to start shutting down everything. They're going to be like, iMessage is a monopoly on messaging. You know what I mean? You have to open it. Like,
But
that's
this is what
crazy.
even though I agree with some of the stuff the EU does, the EU is power crazy. They are power
Yeah, like
hungry.
they're doing too much. Like, and then
I
what
agree.
Apple's only choice is going to be we're not going to sell no iPhones, and you know what I mean.
In Europe,
In Europe?
So that they can avoid because this is going to destroy. Like you're making the iPhone less desirable for people who do care about all this. You know what I mean? This stuff. You might as well just go
Gary completely
buy.
agrees with you.
Yeah, you might as well
Making
just
the
go buy an
iPhone less
Android.
desirable.
Like they're going crazy now. It's crazy. I don't know.
There are times, and for the first few years, I was usually against the EU, but the last year or so, I've been on their side for the most part. But they are power crazy, and they seem like the kind of organization that you give them a little more power, then they always want more.
Yeah, like they're overstepping though. Like Apple's gonna have to put their foot down because there's gonna be nothing left. Like you go, okay, USB-C, okay, that's cool, but this is just it's not gonna
Gary's
stop.
making a point. The EU is trying to make Apple like everybody. That's exactly right, and that's what you're saying. Well, you're going to make an iPhone not be an iPhone.
Yeah, it's like it's never gonna stop.
What do you mean make it at them? He
I
would
can
want to
see
buy an
the
iPhone
USB-C
because
thing, 'cause, yeah, that's
there's an
But
Apple logo
everybody
on it. That's what makes an
knows
iPhone
if
an
you
iPhone.
want,
That's probably true.
if you want to be able to use whatever, you got to get an iPhone. Just imagine next they're going to be like the Apple Watch should work on all phones. You're gonna have, like it's just going to never stop.
And then they're going to have to do it to Samsung, and and
It's
that's
never
probably
going to
true.
stop. Like it's crazy.
You're probably right about that. But Gary's absolutely right. They are trying to make it all homogenous. They're all the same, no differences. And it seems like that's where the EU wants them to go. And Apple is the complete opposite of that. Their whole attitude is.
But
the opposite.
but the reason Apple is the opposite, and that's what made them Apple. Like
Exactly.
people like it
I
because
agree.
of those things. And if you keep
Because
taking away,
they do things their own way, and they always go their
Yeah.
own way. And I agree.
if you
That is
keep
what
taking
makes
away
Apple
their
Apple.
stuff, it's like I might as well just go buy a Motorola.
Yeah,
Because next is going to be the side loading. Next, you're going to be able to put the Google Store on an iPhone watch.
Well, the EU's been complaining about Apple and side loading for a long time. That's true.
Yeah, that'll be the next thing. You'll be able to download the Play Store, the Amazon Marketplace, all that right on the iPhone.
Gary's agreeing with you. The EU is making it to where Apple can only sell in North America, and that's what you said. They're going to have to stop selling in Europe. And yeah, if the only way they can put their foot down is to stop selling in Europe. I agree. Hey, Don, glad you're here, brother. Don's
Yeah, that's crazy.
Don's down in Oklahoma, I think. Yeah.
Is Apple going to go like BlackBerry?
It seems like that's where the EU is trying to push him, but I agree with Gary. Before I did that, I would just stop selling in Europe. That's all. They'll make plenty of money in the US, and they're
I think the US is, well, I don't know, maybe well, they are itching.
They're getting bigger in China and in Japan. So and guess who's number 2 in Japan these days?
Pixel. Yep. Damn, yep. Sony. What are you doing?
Don, you're back in Texas. I didn't know you were back in Texas.
See, George, those 7 years of updates is looking more and more realistic, isn't it?
I guess.
Google's like, we're here for the long haul. And I gotta admit, I didn't think the Pixel was gonna get to a 6.
Yeah,
I didn't think
more people are having Pixel phones, though. I gotta see it now. I see it in a while.
Oh, you see?
Yeah, because all those deals, Verizon,
in a really good big city, so you can judge that.
Verizon pushes all those deals, and it's kind of hard to pass up. They like give the phone away. Yeah, I see them, but people don't know how to use them.
50% of the people in the U.S. use Apple, Gary.
No, I'd say it's more than that. I'd say Gary's probably closer to right there.
It's not 75. It's 50.
I think it's 75.
It's only 50? I thought it was
I think it's a lot more than 50.
I have a Pixel dollar. What do you mean it's more? It's fit. What are you saying? 75% of the people they use. It's 50%. That's a lot already. Everyone else uses an Android phone of some sort of varying prices.
In the U.S., I don't think so. Now, in the world, Samsung kills Apple and everybody else, but not in the U.S. In the U.S., Apple kills everybody.
Yeah, because they have 50% of the U.S. market.
Everybody's got that blue bubble.
Yeah, exactly.
No, 50% of people have that blue bubble.
we need some stats that can be proven.
Go outside and ask 5 people that walk by what phone they're using. There you go.
Yeah,
go to Walmart and see what phones they're using.
There you go. Go to Walmart.
In the city big enough to go outside and ask people.
Go to Walmart and turn on what's that thing called? AirDrop.
AirDrop.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but do Apple people go to Walmart? All right, I got one story left.
Said it's 50%. Bard said it's 50%.
Okay, so Gary Bard says you're right. I mean, Gary says
Bard.
Yeah.
Can you ask Google search, please? Bard, come on.
Listen, I'm gonna ask Siri. Okay.
Go ahead.
I'll get the real answer.
Well, Siri's gonna lie to you.
Siri's not gonna understand the question.
I can find that right now. Yeah. You can log on. And do a search on Safari.
Say Gary agrees with me. Apple people go to Target. Apple people don't go to Walmart.
We go to Target.
Of course, I'm Apple and Android. I go to Walmart all the time. It's because I'm both.
We go to Target.
All right. Are we still asking, or am I going to this last story?
No. Go ahead.
You can go to the last story. We'll take it as a surprise.
All right. I'm going to share screen. And I just thought this was interesting. Certainly you're probably not going to hear it anyplace else. This is on Phone Arena again. No Galaxy Fitness Band on the way.
Is that the new Inspire or something? Oh, those are Galaxy bands. I thought it was an Inspire.
The Galaxy I think the first one I ever got was a
It's
Galaxy
ugly.
Fitness
It's
band
so ugly.
a long time
Ew.
ago. Okay.
Ew.
After a 3-year break, Samsung might unveil a new fitness band.
Boo!
This
I
is
want to see
by-
the new fitness ring. I heard rumors
And
they've
this is
been
by
going to do a
Sveta
fitness ring.
Amenkova. The only reason I know how to pronounce that first name, I used to be a tennis fanatic in the 80s and 90s, and it was full of Eastern European and Russian players, so I learned how to pronounce their names. Okay, let's go into reader view. Okay, it's been a while since Samsung dropped the Galaxy Fit 2 fitness band. While the company has been busy with smartwatches in the wearable department lately, there's a buzz that is cooking up a new fitness tracker. According to Sam Mobile, the FCC recently gave a thumbs up to a Samsung device labeled SMR390. Checking out the blueprints, it looks, which is right here, I guess, looks like a fitness tracker possibly named Galaxy Fit 3. The sneak peek reveals a heart rate sensor on the back and 2 pogo pins for charging. All signs point to fitness tracker territory. Beyond the model number and shape, we are waiting for more details. Given that the Galaxy Fit 2 hit the scene in 2020, expectations are high for the Fit 3 to bring some upgrades, especially in software, connectivity, and storage. The Galaxy Fit 2 rocks a 1.1-inch full-color AMOLED screen. Judging by the visuals, it appears that the Fit 3 sports a slightly larger design, suggesting a potential upgrade in screen size. The Galaxy Fit 2 is water resistance up to 50 millimeters. That is 5 ATM for the tech savvy. It is slim and sleek and packs a punch with features like heart rate monitor, gyro, accelerometer, automatic workout detection, and sleep tracking. It shows notifications and incoming calls and can control music on your connected phone. All these goodies are expected to make a comeback on the next-gen Fit, plus more. That's a lot just on the fitness tracker. Fitness bands were somehow put on pause in recent years, making way for smartwatches. The main difference between a smartwatch and a fitness band lies in their primary functions. A smartwatch, like, for example, Samsung's latest Galaxy Watch 6, I had the 5 Classic, is like a mini computer on your wrist. No, I have the 5 Pro, offering various features beyond fitness tracking. It can handle notifications, run apps, and sometimes even make calls. On the other hand, a fitness band is focused only on health and activity tracking, not according to what I see up here. Monitoring metrics like steps taken, heart rate, and sleep patterns. Okay, so yeah, I guess that is all fitness. So, no mention of when we might expect this new fitness band, but I just thought it was an interesting story since it's been so long since Google has even offered a fitness band. Now, I lost both your faces. Both of you still here?
Yeah, I'm still here, George.
Ted, are you still here? Ted got up and went somewhere. And let me look at these comments. Gary said, Bixby said everybody uses iPhones. Don. Yes, I heard the Ring was the next thing instead of bands. Yeah, they're pushing the Ring. I see advertisements for the Ring all the time on YouTube. Ted says he's still here. Just not talking, I guess, now. Anyway, we've been through all the stories, so I'm kind of glad. I like the guy in the story said I'm loving my 15 Pro Max, but I can see your point about not upgrading. It was just something I wanted to do, and since they were willing to give me $700 for my other one, I said, okay, I'll do it. But that's why one of the reasons why I'm not getting the new Pixels. And the Pixel 7 to me is cool, and my Pixel Watch 1 is functional for me, so I'm not seeing any reason for me.
So you think that the iPhone was a more,
for me, yes,
it was like a better up?
For me, it was, yeah, yes,
between
the 3 new things on the iPhone were more than.
Hi, George.
than more than the new things that the Pixel phones had for me. Plus, if I had gotten the Pixel phone, I probably wouldn't have gotten the Pro. I probably would have gotten the. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I'm hearing you, Will. Go ahead. Will, you still there? I'm thinking nobody can hear anybody anymore. Will, can you hear me? Ted, can you hear me? I'm thinking something happened with the stream is still running. We're still live. So I don't know what the problem is. But we have gotten through all the stories. So I'm working on, for any of you who can hear me. Oh, Ted, you hear me. Okay. All right. So whoever, okay, Don says he can hear me too. So I just can't hear Will and Ted anymore talking.
George,
and obviously, who was that? Was that you, Will? Or was that Ted? I just heard one of you say something. Exactly, Don. We did that earlier, too. Yeah, see, Will says he can't hear me at all. Okay. I'm going to end. Just going to let you know I'm going to end. And I can still see Ted. Okay. But Ted, you can't, I can't hear you. Say something, Ted.
Yeah.
Oh, you're back. So no, what happened? All of a sudden, you and Will and I couldn't hear each other, and now I can hear you again. It's very strange.
Yeah. Just how it started. That's probably how it's ending.
Anyway, okay, and now Will's back.
Ted, what's up?
Oh yeah, so you're gonna go to George? Guys gotta come to Vid Summit next year. Get your tickets now.
When is it?
It's next year. It just finished this week.
I said you just went to it, right?
Yeah,
So how was it?
it was good.
And you've been to it before, I gather.
No, this is
that
my
was your
first year.
time?
Because before it used to be in LA.
Okay. Well, that's right, it did. I forgot about that. Yeah. Now, is it staying in Dallas now every year?
It's guaranteed to be in Dallas next year.
Okay. And how much does it cost to go to this thing?
Hold on, I sent you the link to in the private chat.
Oh, okay.
But right now, early bird pricing is $895.
$895.
Yep.
I won't be going. That's another phone for me. Anyway.
Or you can volunteer.
And then it's free?
No, you only have to pay $50.
Oh, that's a lot better. That's something to consider.
But yeah, you won't.
But if you volunteer, do you only get to go to the event that you volunteered for, or you can go to other events?
No, you have to do volunteer stuff.
For every single event?
Throughout the event.
Yeah, throughout the event, yeah.
I mean, you'll have an opportunity to go to like a talk that you wanted to go to, but...
You mean like a TED Talk? Oh, I couldn't resist
There you go, George. Now I can hear you.
Okay. I don't know what happened.
For his joke, you heard that one.
Anyway,
you were gone.
Before we leave, I'm working on a iPhone 14 Pro Max versus 15 Pro Max photo-only comparison. And I'm doing a more, I won't say a more detailed comparison, but I'm checking I'm starting with the 0.5, then I'm going to the 1 time, then to the 2 times, then to the 3 times, then to the 5 times, then to the 10 times, and sometimes even the 15 times. And I'm trying to show you every single photo that way. So it's taking me a while editing it. But I figured, let's see if you guys like doing it this way. I think it's pretty fascinating. So I'm going
Gary,
to
you're
try
right.
to
It's kind of
have that
funny.
up
You
on-
got to pay $50 to work. Well, no, I don't think about it like paying $50 to work. You pay $50 to get access to the replays that because you won't be able to go see the shows like most of them. So I think that's what I think of it like. You pay $50 to get access to the replays.
How do you? What kind of access are we talking about?
You watch the replays, like the live, like the
From
videos
home. From
of
home.
the talks, of all the talks.
I don't know if that's worth it to me.
And you get food for free.
All right, free food doesn't do a thing for me.
Free. Really, for a guy who doesn't cook, I'm surprised.
All right, I'll give you the bottom line question. You and I have both been to CES. How did this compare with CES?
Well, that's like two different things.
Exactly.
CES is about products.
I'm trying to gauge your excitement level.
VidSummit is about people and creators. So,
what's his name there? What's his name? I've been subscribed to the guy for years, and now I can't think of his name.
Hefe?
No, black guy. Got about 500,000 subscribers now.
500,000 subscribers, black guy.
Yeah.
Thunder E.
No, I can't think of who it is. And he just started. He hadn't put a video out in a while, and then he just started putting videos again this week because he hadn't put any out in about 6 months, I guess.
You mean Viper?
No, not Viper. It's sad because I've been following this guy for 7 or 8 years now.
And CES is way bigger than VidSummit.
And he does. Yeah, I know that. I was trying to get a gauge of your excitement level.
And it's not that easy to get tickets to CES if you are an individual.
If you're willing to pay $1,500 like Alan does every year, it is. I guess.
Oh, you can buy tickets as an individual now to CES?
I
thought you had to be like sponsored by someone, like a brand.
No, I don't think he ever goes sponsored, but he is
like as in you have to get nominated by someone.
Yeah, it's probably very easy for him to get nominated by someone. No, it's not Soldier Knows Best either. Oh, what's his name? It's his first and last name. That's the name of his channel.
It's his first and last name.
Yeah, and he's been around for years. He does StreamYard stuff every once in a while too. Does like events for StreamYards every once in a while too. And I can't think of his name to save my life. I'm sure we all know him, but it's not going to come to me. I'm trying to look to see if I can see his name, but I'm not going to see it. I don't think.
It's Will Darpichai. Will.
No. Yeah, you wish. If you're gonna wait for him to make a video, you're gonna be in a graveyard with nothing left but bones.
What's his name? The pastor guy. He lives here in Dallas.
No,
does he live here in Dallas?
No, he lives in. He moved from New York to North Carolina about 5 years ago. But I'm sure he was there. Because he goes every year. I just can't think of his name. But he's been going to that for years, I know that. And he often does presentations there too. Or speeches or whatever.
And we're not talking about Viper.
Nope. No, he's been around longer than Viper.
The Vipers are good. TD Jokes?
Nope.
TD
what?
Jakes.
TD Jakes? Why would TD Jakes be there? Surprised you even know who TD Jakes is.
Is it the Hodgson twins?
No. No, this guy's not political.
The Hodgson twins, though that channel wasn't political. They changed.
It's become very political, yeah.
The conservative twins are political.
Anyway, I'm not going to remember. So, anyway, thanks everybody for coming. TD Jakes, unbelievable. So, if I remember, I'll tell you guys next week. I hope everybody has a very blessed weekend, and I'm so happy that we had both Will and Ted tonight. Will's already gone. So, as always, let's always remember we all do better when we love each other, and let's everybody have a very blessed weekend, and we will see you guys next week.